So at this point, we have two macros, and let's say we want to modify one of them. We can go into View, and then we can go into the View Macros, which will give us that little window with the various macros. And we're going to edit the accounting documentation one. So that is selected, and we're going to click on Edit. Now what this does is open a separate window with some Visual Basic code. And if you're comfortable, you can actually modify the code. And you can see the text that we typed is in double quotes. So you could easily edit that text. Okay? And then if you look, they have the specific cells that we selected as well. So those things I would not be afraid to change. Okay? Because if you need to change the macro, you either have to do it this way or simply re-record it. Okay? There's no other way to change it. And so what they would like for us to do is, instead of 2 blank lines after the documentation information, they only want 1. So we're going to change A7 to A6. Okay, so that is the change that we are making to this. And we are going to save it. You'll notice that there's a little save icon up here. Okay, so that should save our change. And then we're going to go into File and Close. And that's going to return us to Excel, because right now we're in like a little Visual Basic interface. And if you're comfortable with Visual Basic, you can actually create entire macros in there. I should mention that. But if you're not comfortable, I would not be afraid to go in and make changes, because worst case scenario, you just have to redo the macro. So now we're going to test the change. So let's delete this. We'll kind of click away, and we're going to run that macro again. And now you'll notice, instead of 2 blank lines, we do indeed only have 1. So at this point, we will save and close this file.